last time on the Guardians of Fehal.
In our last episode, the party split off for the day in different directions. In the morning, the men went hunting with Lord Disturnus to see what the nobles were talking about and try to gather more information from some of Lord Rhys's knights. Meanwhile, Nora, Felix, and Una stayed back at the Mirefield Keep to sleep in after their late night expedition. In the morning, there was a little bit of a secret revealed as one of the knights, Septima, realized that Felix's disguise was covering for Lord Disturnus' grandson. The knight did promise to keep his identity a secret for his own safety, but it was a rather tense situation. After that was settled, Felix, Una, and Nora decided to go break into the personal chambers of both Lord Rhys, Lord Layla Carley, and her husband, Lord Gerald Carley, Rhys's second cousin, and see if they could find the key. They did manage to find one in his cousin's quarters and then made it back down safely, but then had Lord Rhys's steward approach them, which is a little concerning considering they suspect something supernatural is going on with Vil. Vil comes over and makes eye contact with Felix specifically, knowing
I'm
that...
gonna hide or like try to slink back against the wall and like avoid eye contact. Rowan's description scared her a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna be like, noob, I don't know you.
Oh my god. She walks up she's very graceful as she walks over and says, you're Lord Disturnus's steward, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Charmed to meet you. I'm Vil.
Pleasure. I'm Felix.
I just wished to know that you were finding whatever accommodations you had in the yard comfortable, and if your master wished to be more comfortable, we could make allowances in the keep for you all.
I will be sure to ask him again, though we seem to be doing quite all right. Thank you for your concern.
Of course. I'm trying to think what else she would ask.
Can I seduce you and steal your soul?
Pretty much.
Felix probably isn't buff enough for her.
True.
That's true.
Because she was eyeing up the buff guys.
Yeah. I mean,
More
she needs
energy.
something to suck out.
Okay, real question. Speaking of like physical stature, how tall is Felix, and like what's his build? Are you a scrawny tall, scrawny short?
5'8", and not like, buff, but still with, muscles. It's more
Just
the
toned.
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah.
Percy.
Okay.
I imagine you very much like a Percy from Critical Role.
For some reason, I imagined you like super short. I don't know. If
That's me. I'm only
I don't
5'3".
Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Now I know.
Yeah. How tall is the MILF?
She's about like 5'10", so she's a bit taller than Felix.
Noted.
And she says, she just kind of like it was more of like her doing a check-in and stuff like that to see if you need anything. She notices Una like hiding away, and
I'm not hiding away. I'm just
She's
like
backed
avoiding
away.
eye contact.
Are you all right?
Yep. Just no eye contact, looking down at the floor.
Sort of. She's
Give me. Is Una like? Is she scared of her? Like.
I think with the way that Rowan probably described her, Una wants nothing to do with her.
She's.
Like,
Oh yeah.
It's like minor fear
Mm-hmm.
because of the stories,
Mm-hmm.
and just the overall, you're a bad person. I don't want to talk to you type of vibes. Like talk to the hand bitch type of thing.
Well, she rolled shitty on insight check to pick up on that, so she's just as like, all right, well, I will say, I know that I cannot remember if Lord Disturnus has had a tour of Mirefield before, or Carlay Keep before, or if Lady I know Lady Rhiannon has never been here. So once she's done with Layla for the day, if you would like a tour, please let them know that I am available for some to give tours.
We'll do that. Thank you very much.
She kind of like nods respectfully and gives like a smile, and she's very, very, very charming and very pretty. You would probably guess she looks like she's in her like late 30s, but very good looking late 30s.
Lies. This bitch old.
She's gonna suck our souls.
This bitch
She's
ancient.
gonna corner Rhiannon and like manipulate her. I see it right now. Mind wipe right here. Rhiannon not allowed. No alone time.
See how it starts. So if that's all that, Felix will try to overhear any interesting gossip. I guess.
Sure, let me see. Go ahead and roll
Here's
me
some interesting gossip about Brody. Maybe, I don't know. Word probably doesn't travel fast.
Bro, I heard this guard totally like left this chick out in the woods. He was afraid of bats or something. It was so
94.
lame.
Oh shit. All right. Felix hears quite a bit of gossip from like the servants and the ladies. There's a lot of people kind of talking about the stuff with Elaine. There's kind of confusion over like what's going to happen with that. There's a lot of gossip about like the women who are here, who could be married off to who. You actually pick up that Lila Westwood's ladies in waiting are kind of like trying to do information gathering with Septima and Morna and see if they're trying to get the impression like, is anything going on between her and Rhys? Like, you know, like what's kind of going on in like a genuine, like, is this something like, is there something happening that we don't know about? You know, she's like a little bit of like concern, you know, is she trying to steal like somebody intended for Our Lady? Like what's going on? So there's a little bit of gossip with that. You kind of hear the servants still kind of speculating, like maybe there's gonna finally be a baby here, like, you know, there's stuff like that. You kind of heard about that the other night. There's also like lots of whispering about other nobles and stuff like that, like who specifically some of the Westwood servant girls and the other servants are talking kind of about like they heard that like Lord Briar might be like a little bit crooked. They heard that he sleeps around a lot, and it kind of makes sense. But also he's like the ambassador for trade, so that seems suspicious. Also his wife is foreign because she's from like the summer court in the elf world, and that's a little weird. There's also kind of comments about the fact that like the lady of treasury is not trustworthy, and she's a little bit too...
Okay, stop.
Sorry.
I'm trying to frantically write all this down.
Okay, we're recording it.
Okay, summer word elf, and that's okay. So I got. Please repeat that last bit of gossip.
There's a Desdemona Hudson who is on Elaine's council and is known as a mathematical genius, and she's the treasurer. A lot of like the ladies are kind of talking negative about her and saying like it's good that like Elaine got her a job on the council because she's like so undesirable. No one would want to marry her anyway. And like just very catty, bitchy stuff. And then they're like, I heard she's not allowed to help make decisions on gambling. Can't make any speculations because she was too right. And there was too many people getting angry about messing up the races. And then there's also her like head astronomer who a lot of them are like, well, she might practice dark arts. And maybe that's where like he got it from. And then there's still like all the gossip about like, you know, the Disturnuses and like, oh, you know, like I know that like Sylvia Weather's here and I wonder if that's weird for Charon because of like, you know, that's his ex-daughter-in-law and blah, da, 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 da. And then there's just other stuff about like all the noble families and like who they could be marrying into, or like is somebody up jump for going for this match or whatever. There's kind of a couple talks about there's some widowers here. Maybe they're not going to get married and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, Felix over here notices that there's two things Felix catches. One, Phoebe Feldspar actually comes over and says hi to Lady Rhiannon and is kind of chatting with her. And then, like, when she thinks nobody is looking, hands her a letter and asks, "Can you please give this to your helm tonight?"
Oh, I love Phoebe.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know, Rhiannon is very like gracious and kind of like takes it gently and is like, you know, just making small talk. And her mother then kind of like comes over and starts talking to Rhiannon and is kind of trying to figure out like, who is she here to see Rhys, but then also is kind of mentioning about how they were almost basically family because I think it's her nephew was Rhiannon's second betrothed. And kind of making comments about that and also asking her about the ambassador person that she brought with her and how to be careful because they're pretty like brutal and, you know, it could be very dangerous. And it's kind of almost like this weird is playing this very polite and gracious and stuff like that. But as someone who knows her very well, Felix recognizes like this is her. I'm going to have a complete poker face because I don't want word getting back to my dad. And this lady is kind of talking about how she's occasionally seen her father before in the past years, and it's like they were almost technically family because she was engaged to her nephew, blah da 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 da. And Rhiannon's playing this very delicate dance game of stuff like that. But yeah, this lady is like definitely fishing for information and is kind of a little bit curious about like this ambassador person, which is the only thing Rhiannon gets a little bit nervous about. So yeah.
That one you said that he notices a couple things. Was that one or was that a couple technically?
He notices her reaction and he notices that like Lady Feldspar is very interested in like seeing if she's engaged to Rhys or not. She's interested in kind of pointing out that they could be family. They almost were family. She mentions the fact that she does have some sons and she hopes that she gets a chance to dance with them. And also that she starts digging about the Bendaya and warning her about him being an ambassador from there because they are very deceitful and like close-minded people, and you know, implying it's bad for her reputation to be associated with seeing somebody like that. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically what Felix catches.
You being a bitch.
Mm-hmm. Also, she does talk very positively about Rhys and mentions about how he came and lived with them for like a while. And when he was like helping oversee things on Elaine's behalf. And after she says the incident, and she says it very coldly, and Felix knows exactly what she's talking about.
Not exactly.
Felix would. Wolfshurst was the place that was under siege by the Iron Valley.
Right. That's right.
And Elaine, to break the siege, basically did a meteor shower and like killed a lot of his troops, including Rhiannon's second fiance, and which would be this lady's nephew. And it kind of did a lot of damages. So you kind of get the impression this lady doesn't like Elaine. Yeah, this was one of Elaine's controversial decisions.
That's okay.
We stand. I stand a wizard who destroys things.
I'm a firebolt, not fireball.
I didn't mean to kill everybody. All right, that's enough political shenanigans. Let's say for comedic time's sake, Una, you see them coming back from the hunt and you witness the blue streak thing because you were going to go meet Micah for your sparring date.
It's not a date. It's kind of a date, but it's not a date.
The hang sesh. Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Yeah. I told him I was going to bring Hans and Franz with too. So, or possibly.
Wait, you're bringing one of the twins?
I mean, might as well. They know how to sword fight. I don't know how to sword fight. Plus, I was going to do one of his guards as a test for the Griffin, remember? Because we had to show him off his skills.
Oh God, wait. So you're going to try to recruit one of the guards. Okay.
Well, maybe like one of the lady staple. What's her name? Who I'm stabling stuff with.
Yeah, Rowena.
Yeah.
So
I'll invite her with.
She's one of his knights, but also she's undercover as a groom, so she'll probably be playing it like she's not one of the knights.
Yeah, she's like me. Yeah. We're playing it up.
Okay.
But then she at least can understand, and it's not just my word for this newbie who may suck. So someone can't just be me. That'd be weird. Then he might actually think it's a date and realize when it's not, then bad things happen.
All right. So while Una goes and does that, and convinces Rowena to come with her somehow.
Oh, I got this. Rowena and I are besties.
Rowena meets up with you and says, like, what? Like, did you hear about what? Did you see what happened to Rhys? He came in furious and he was yelling and he's got blue on his face. What happened?
Wait until he takes his boots off. And
she grabs Una. You did not. You did not.
I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm going to pull her to the tree.
Okay.
This part, wait until his underwear comes off later. Oh my God.
He really has blue balls.
Terrible.
Yeah. See, I told you I'd get her. She's so invested in my shenanigans.
Okay, so you go and meet Micah. What are the rest of you doing after the hunt and you guys
witness the blue that came out of nowhere?
Yeah.
It could have been anyone.
Nora's going somewhere to take her rest for a little bit.
Yeah.
Hans and Franz, I don't know. Yeah, probably just, I imagine at some point he'd get the letter from Rhiannon.
Yeah, Rhiannon eventually
from Phoebe
flags you down on her way about doing stuff, and she slips you this and says, "This came from Phoebe Feldspar for you."
Okay, and I'll open it and read it. What does dear Phoebe have to say?
Yeah, because you said your name was Helm, right?
Yep.
She said, it says, and it's in a very swirly writing. Like, it's still professional calligraphy, but it has like this kind of like whimsical effect about it. And It says, "Dear Sir Helm, thank you for giving me the words of advice. I took some embers last night from the fire and waited, and then also put out a bracelet I made a long time ago. It was not very good, but she did come for me in a dream. I hope to talk to her more. Thank you."
Oh.
Hans and Franz will basically let his persona slip, and he will let out a and then fold up the letter real quick and tuck it.
Rhiannon is like, "What was that about?"
Hans and Franz, with the helmet still on, just kind of looks at her and then walks away.
She's like, "Okay then."
I need more of that in my life.
What
and yeah, Hans and Franz is going to he's going to try to break from people.
Mm-hmm.
And so he can take his helmet off, read the letter again, and probably just like have a moment of thank you, Angeed, for answering her call, and I basically just wishing Phoebe well to Angeed. And now I got to think of something to write, dear Phoebe. But yeah, I'll just have to think about that. Otherwise, Hans and Franz is going to have some nice little happiness to himself.
Adorable.
That is so precious. I know you said
such a good day, you guys, for all of us. We broke into a room, got our key to get in, totally converted a non-believer into being a believer, pranked Lord Rhys.
You didn't rat out, Septima didn't rat out Felix.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Rowan's getting to talk to guards, even though they're dickish, but still talking to most of them. It's a pretty good day for all of us.
I was gonna ask, how is the Oak Knight looking after the hunt? Is he still under the weather?
Okay, he still looks under the weather, but he didn't pass out or fall off his horse, and he just still looks exhausted and sickly. But he's got a job to do. He's the main knight here, so he's gotta.
Do I know anyone in our troop, I guess, that has any sort of clerical healing type?
Isn't it
Gosh.
It's Onchu, which is Charon's other guard.
Wasn't he one of mine and Josh's?
Yeah, he's one of he's Charon's cup taster, so he has cleric abilities.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, I don't know if I would want to include Josh's Hans and Franz in this because of his no talking to anyone, no bullshit persona. So I would.
I did call him green last night, so.
Right. I would maybe go find Anshu. And just bring him over to what? Does the Oak Knight have a name?
Let's call him Frederick. We'll call him Sir Frederick. Sir Frederick.
Was he accidentally indentured to pirates instead of a pilot?
Yes, exactly.
I'll go find Anshu.
Okay. Anshu was kind of guarding Rhiannon back at the keep, since the guys were all out hunting. So he's kind of following her around.
Okay.
So you can go find him pretty easily. You just look for the bright red hair and you can find him.
Yep. Is it just the three of us basically?
Yeah, he's walking. Probably Morna and Septima are nearby too, because they're just attending Rhiannon right now.
Okay.
As ladies in waiting.
Rowan will sort of drop his exhausting, persona, and be like, aren't you? I was wondering if I could ask your help.
What's wrong?
I spoke to a knight from the Oak Camp last night, and he seemed very happy, upbeat, and in good health, and today he seems very unwell, physically and potentially mentally as well. Can't remember what happened last night. It doesn't seem like he got into the drink too much. Seems like something may have happened.
He nods because he's been listening. All of the knights have been at every single info meeting, so he nods and he says, Lady Rhiannon, let me hand you off to Taskel for appearances, and then I will go with... What the fuck was your cover name? Did you have one, or were you just Rowan?
I did. Nope, it's Sylvester.
I'll go with Sylvester Stallone.
Babyface Sly.
Code name Sly.
Very sly. I will go with Sylvester to see about this. So he specifically finds Tascal after he comes back from the hunt and kind of hands basically somebody as like an official night off to Rhiannon so she's not like unaccompanied and unprotected, because that would look bad on Charon's part to not be like having actual guards around her. And then we'll go with you to go check out the night. So you go find the Oak Knight is sitting and kind of like drinking water and just looks very, very like he's trying to eat and it just looks kind of like exhausted still.
I'll do that sort of approach from the front and sort of like lean to try and get their attention kind of thing before actually like saying anything. And I approach him and I sort of grab him by the shoulder. I assume we've had the pleasantries, so I say, Sir Frederick, I brought one of my colleagues to possibly help with whatever's keeping you under the weather, whether that is being too much in the drink last night or what have you. Would you be okay if he looks you over?
Mm-hmm. He basically is kind of like, that would be nice. I don't want to fail in my duties protecting my lord and lady and their children, so thank you. And Anshu starts doing medicine checks, and he's like, this is weird. He's kind of bandage. Do you have medicine? He does well.
Okay. I don't. No, I don't have medicine.
He does a medical check on him and kind of does a prayer thing, and he says, I'm afraid looks like it's just something that you are gonna have to sleep off, unfortunately. And he looks at, I'm sorry, magical stuff won't fix this. It's just gonna have to, you're just exhausted. But he kind of like shoots Rowan like a look of like something like is wrong, but he can't do anything about it. Mm-hmm. Okay. And the Oak Knight's like, well, I definitely won't be drinking tonight, and I do appreciate your help. Thank you to both of you. And he kind of just like, goes back about it. And then when Anshu gets away and he says, I can't do anything magical, but something literally drained his energy. He wasn't diseased, he wasn't poisoned. Something literally sucked the life out of him. And rest will help, but
I heard stories last night about knights and other staff of Mirefield getting sick and dying over the last year. And I have a feeling this is the same thing.
Would be a correct assumption, at least based off of him. He's lucky that he seems strong. If that happened to a weaker person, I don't know, but we should definitely tell His Grace when we can get back and inform him.
Do you think it would be wise to keep an eye on Sir Frederick?
Maybe tonight at the party, but I would suspect whatever did that wouldn't want to draw attention by having a dead guest, so not likely to be the same target. But it's something else to watch tonight. And he kind of like actually like pats you on the shoulder and he's like, you did good, kid.
I know what to look for, but I don't think Rowan knows. Rowan... Does Rowan have any duties right now?
I mean, he's supposed to either be bodyguarding the ambassador, Lord Disturnus, or Rhiannon, depending on like who needs him. So, yeah. But they are allowed certain breaks and shifts. So right now Teskel's with Rhiannon. Ross is with Lord Charon, and probably... Yeah, I think Ross is the only one with Lord Charon right now, which is kind of like, eh. But his Anshu is with you. So anyway, he'll probably need to go back and kind of like check in with Charon and like watch him. But he doesn't have anything official he needs to do right now, other than kind of he's supposed to be watching them and protecting them. But again, this is kind of one of those noble events where it's like something happens, then like there's a lot of other knights and stuff around.
I'm just gonna let Anshu let him know that I'm gonna take a just a quick break and go back to the tent.
The mansion.
Yeah. And it looks like a tent from the outside.
It does.
And I will find a quiet place to meditate. Because Rowan doesn't have answers, and that's given him some answers in the past, so maybe it'll help right now.
Okay. What are you trying to meditate on?
I think one of the biggest things that we don't have answers to is like how Westwood died. So I think he's still been focusing on the smoke monster murder death bullshit that he had a vision of. Focus on that. Focus on what he's heard about the guards getting sick. And then specifically what happened to Sir Frederick and what Anshu said about what he experienced with checking out Sir Frederick. Sort of a cocktail of
this is kind of hard. This is kind of hard because normally what triggers this is like you're focusing on specific memories, but since you're just kind of like doing a energy thing,
I know.
It's kind of different because there's nothing like triggering it to unlock a memory. It would be more of like you're just trying to get in touch with some sort of like essence within you. Okay.
If it's unproductive, I'm 100% okay with that. This is just
I'm trying to think of like
right now.
because of what you are, this could be interesting though. I'm just trying to think of what kind of role would be appropriate, because the percentile role is for a memory chart thing that I have.
Yep.
Based on specific things that would trigger it, or if you're meditating on a specific memory. But this is almost more of like you're trying to do some sort of like commune with like the thing that gives you magic, like whatever that essence and stuff is. So like I'm like
one to Arcana.
No, it wouldn't be Arcana. You're probably bad at this too, but let's give me an insight check, because it's almost like you're trying to get in touch with your intuition.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a straight roll.
Yep.
No modifiers. Hey, 19.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're trying to meditate with whatever is going on, and with your 19, you get this essence sense that like whatever killed. When you're thinking about the memory of like seeing Westwood get murdered and then whatever happened with Sir Oak, you're able to discern with a 19 that it felt different. So there's two separate things going on, because the thing that killed Westwood specifically was screaming wheat, and it felt like pain, anger, and a single focus to kill a specific target, but otherwise it was like unfocused agony and confusion, and it was lost. This didn't feel anything like life draining. It literally just like choked him out and kind of made him go insane. Whatever happened to him, like Sir Oak, is different. Like he's just drained. But there is some sort of like weird energy now that you're thinking about it with the mist, where it malicious intent and seething rage behind it that was driving it, and it has like a weird sort of like sulfury aspect that's different than what you've got before. Okay, that's what you get with a 19.
Okay.
With your intuition. So that was pretty good, pretty lucky, and I feel like vague as hell, so hopefully that didn't reveal everything. All right.
Yeah, I think after that he would just go back to find Lord Disturnus or
Somebody
Franz and Franz to just sort of keep an eye on.
Nora, are you doing anything? And Felix, because otherwise just do a roll off to see how Micah performs.
No, right now Nora's just resting.
Okay.
Felix is actually going to go and after, whatever duties with Rhiannon at the lunch thing or breakfast thing is done, he'll let her know about the offer for a tour, but then also he'll go and find Lord Disturnus and try to meet up with him and let him know what happened at the graveyard the night before, and also the fact that they have officially become thieves in this vicinity.
He says, all right, so as one of Burke's men, what is the likelihood that you left some sort of trace to your thievery?
Should I roll for that?
I think Felix would know that, they took something. It didn't seem like it was something that was noticed to be missed constantly. It didn't seem like there was any magical traps. He could recount it, and he's like, it's probably unlikely, but you never know for sure.
I don't think that they'll know that anything's missing. It was in a rather low traffic area, and I very much doubt that it will be missed. There also was no magical alarms in the area, no traps or anything, so none that I know of.
You are so fucking lucky he rolled a 2 on his insight check because you were doing the accent.
Yeah, because my dad literally just came home and I'm very distracted. Do you want me to roll for what Felix would do?
He rolled a 2 on his, there's no,
Okay.
We'll just say he doesn't notice it. If you slipped, it's fine.
Shut up, Lizzie.
I heard the accent and I saw Lizzie looking for a die. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as the accent came out, I'm like, hold on, something's wrong. Wait.
Yes, it's called I'm distracted. Sorry.
Okay, it's all right. So, regardless, Karanon does not notice who you are, and he says,
Good.
Well, we'll have to decide if we're going to strike tonight then, if you all think you can break and enter into this place and discuss it. Make sure that you communicate with everybody else to meet before dinner. We'll have much to plan, especially if we're going to step on the cat's tail, as it were.
Yes, Your Grace.
And then he nods.
Yeah. So, yeah, Felix will go and tell everyone about,
Okay.
Meet before dinner.
Yeah. Let me just roll and see how Micah does to impress Marina. Or to impress Una. I gotta roll the fucking thing. Okay. So he rolled
both
a 12.
of us.
He rolled a 12. And he rolled a 12, and then with his probably proficiency as a knight, let's just probably a 4. Even if he's just so a 16, which isn't bad. And you can see Rowena's okay, he's not awful. He's not up to our par and would have to go through a lot of training, but maybe he could, maybe there's potential, but kind of still he didn't whiff it.
Hey, impressive! Yay! Has a chance. That's exciting. Poor little puppy.
All right. You guys meet up for dinner. Yeah, before dinner. And you talk about what you're gonna do. Explain whatever your plan is and what you found.
We need to go to the graveyard, open the damn door, figure out what's in the crypt, and all tonight, and maybe even sneak the key back in tomorrow or sometime as well.
Lizzie, I guess, how difficult would it be to get, like, beeswax?
For you?
Yeah.
You could take one of the wax candles in the mansion, which is beeswax. I mean, there's magical lighting, but I'm sure Charon has a couple candles like lying around.
Because I'm thinking, it's almost like the almost Play-Doh like beeswax, like moldable.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's like slightly above warm, so like candles, if you melt them down and they get melty, and then when they start cooling down, they become a little bit malleable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you could do that. You could totally ask to steal one of the candles in the mansion.
Well, it wouldn't be stealing if I asked for it.
Well, yeah, you can take one of the candles.
Okay. Because I'd probably, if we wanted to get some sort of, or maybe, did we get a medallion or some sort of lock, or what's the plan?
We got the key. We took
did?
the key, yeah. So we
Okay.
could just take a piece of paper and go over top of what the symbol looks like and get an imprint of it.
Probably good just to have a record of it, just in case we end up needing to go and put it back. Then we can at least have like.
So with the key, I mean, you guys had it right. So Hans and Franz, because you actually have the object, Hans and Franz can make a duplicate out of it. He can make a perfect copy with that, with the divine ritual that he has.
And we could put the copy back in the place. However,
the real one, we can put the real one back.
No.
Oh, you want
No,
to
because
put
it
the
has
copy.
magic.
Okay.
It's infused with magic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
This would be like if we need to have it for more than just tonight kind of thing, we might have to sneak back in and put a different one in its place to keep it longer.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, we could even try to mildly enchant it too, couldn't we? Is there a way to put like a mild enchantment on it? I mean,
well, it probably would have to match. It's, like in Harry Potter when Ron Weasley looks at the lock and the key, like, he's like, okay, this is what this lock is made out of. This looks like what kind of key it would be. So you have to look for this winged key in particular.
Yeah.
And so I think that it's going to be like, from what I would guess, it's like a particular magical signature that's matching onto the lock.
it would be, But if he was just looking at it, just having a magical essence associated with it without even knowing. I mean, maybe I don't have it. I don't
know if
do
it's
like
worth
an
it.
illusionary thing, but that would be about it. Like I could put magic mouth on it, but that's it.
I don't think that's a good idea. I wasn't here when you gathered the key. Where did you get the key from?
A secret drawer in Rhys's cousin's room. That was like, I don't know, that he'd be going after it.
Vil?
No,
No.
Vil's the steward.
It's
Vil,
Gerard,
okay.
Gerard, something like that.
Gerald. Gerald's his cousin.
Gerald. Yeah, it's from Gerald's room.
My question is, do we actually want to return it?
At the moment, no. We don't have
Because
to.
that would just be extra risk of getting caught.
Yeah.
At this moment, what we
Whereas-
kind of were talking about was
He's probably not going to miss
keep
it.
until they leave.
Mhm.
So
And
we
we
just
might
keep an idea. On
we might
when that
need
would
to have a key to be able to go in and show these people,
Right.
look what we've got.
But putting a copy would not be a bad idea.
I think
once
having
they
a
do it.
copy is a good idea.
in case something happens, it would be a good idea to at least have something similar.
Yeah.
Just for record.
Do we know
Exactly.
if there's like a way to protect what we have? Like, should I put it in the magical bag of holding so people can't scry on it?
Charon says, yes, make sure you put it in the bag of holding to make sure
So,
it is not scried on.
put it in the bag of holding.
But yeah, I mean, if we don't return it, we could either keep it, or if we have no use for it anymore, we could leave it in the crypt.
Mm-hmm.
And
what's wrong with keeping in a bag of holding? Why not?
Right. Well, if we keep it, we have it, so it's in our possession. You know, if we get caught with it, then we had it.
I mean, while we're here in Karen's magical mansion, Hans and Franz can make a copy.
Right.
Like,
Karen will say, I'm not sure the relevance of having a copy of it if we don't think it's going to be missed. My main thought is, are we kicking the hornet's nest tonight if you go here? It certainly sounds like a warded area for protection, so my assumption that I want us all to be prepared for is, if you go in there and you find evidence, then we are going into plan of closing ranks and presenting it and making sure he doesn't get away, and we can then call the Lord's Council here to settle this matter. That is going to be the best course of action and where I can best serve and protect you all, because once he knows that we've been poking around, and if you're going into an area with a warded thing and he picks up the key, he's like, which doing detect magic on, definitely this is a warded area. You're going to want to make sure that you find what you need, and then we're going. There will be no stopping likely after this. We do not want to give him time to recoup, escape, or come up with excuses for this, or close ranks on us and reveal us as traitors.
I don't see any reason why we should wait any longer.
Not really anything else that we need to do beforehand, right?
If anything, this will help us get Elaine taken care of as well. I mean, this is a way to possibly free her name, a way to get Rhiannon out of here as fast as possible, a way to get Lord Fancy Pants off his high horse. I mean, it's 3 birds, 1 stone, and the sooner we do it, the sooner we get this done, the better.
The only thing that I can think of would be possibly to look in Rhys's desk, but it was a magical construct, and where it had magic, it was enchanted, and it might be more trouble than it's worth, but it could also have evidence in there.
I mean, yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm like, I don't think Karen has an opinion on that.
I think at this point, if we were to find something down there and they were to start doing an investigation, they would look in his desk. So if we don't give him time to react, like, would we rather sacrifice time and go and investigate that, potentially getting caught? Or would we rather just open up all of this stuff and let the professionals handle the investigation?
I think that you're right, Nora.
So are we actually like doing this then? Like, is it like game time?
Rhiannon is like, so if we do this though, are we doing it during dinner and the festivities tonight, or are we doing it after everyone goes to bed?
Doing it during festivities while Rhys is distracted.
And perhaps he won't be able to keep his composure when the hornets start buzzing around.
He could still be blue.
Well, how did you know about that?
I was there. I saw it. Oh, I'm so happy that worked. I'm so happy that worked.
Theron looks at Rhiannon and says, well, I suppose you and I will be on distraction duty then tonight. And she looks at him and she says, I'm not going with you to the party. And he like raises an eyebrow.
You probably should, Rhiannon, so you don't increase suspicion. As much as you probably don't want to.
If that key doesn't get through everything, I'm the only one here who has knock who can help get in there. And dispel magic. I need to go. And he's clearly not happy with this idea. Like,
is it possible to create a copy of you?
Yeah.
I don't. Sophia couldn't pass for me completely. I think you're just gonna have to pretend that I'm sick.
If Rowan wouldn't mind letting you borrow his pin.
But then Rowan will look like a giant tree.
Well, we can cover him
I mean,
with
we're
a cloak.
kicking a hornet's nest. Trio, no.
I mean, we could cover him with a cloak. And try to hide him that way.
It would be easier just to say that Lady Rhiannon has a headache and will not be attending dinner tonight.
I just don't want people coming looking for her.
They will not. They'll let her be.
Rhys might, but also he
Rhys.
can't really do anything.
Same time, if we inform Sophia and keep her almost on a light guard duty outside your room and keep your room locked, I don't know if it'll really be a problem.
The recording of a sound, could I use Rhiannon's voice to be the one that speaks? Or would it have to be my voice?
Well, Sophia says Sophia can perfectly imitate Rhiannon because she has the actor feat. So she can pass for her voice. It's just, and she looks like her, but all the nobles there know what Rhiannon looks like. So like they would need to be able to have her look.
It would just be like in her room. Like if for some reason they opened it, like we could like make her bed look like it and have magic mouth trigger to say something.
Yeah, but Charon's like, no one can enter the mansion without my permission anyway, so I'm not really worried about that. It's just more of her not being at dinner, the headache, fair enough excuse, but he's not really happy about this prospect of...
If you have an alternative, Your Grace, I would love to hear it.
I think Charon has disguise self. It just doesn't, like, I mean, he could as a wizard, but I don't think he'd have it prepared today. Let's see. Oh, she is here. I think he would look at tall Mirren and say, I'm afraid for this to work, we're going to need you to let go of your hat of disguise and sort of stay out of sight for the night a little bit and let Sophia go as Rhiannon to the party. And the one person who kind of just looked like an average nondescript human looks frustrated and then is like, if you say so, Your Grace, and takes off the hat and hands it to Sophia. And it is this very noticeably elf person. She has black eyes, gold hair, bronze skin, and is like a full-blooded elf and appears to be in her mid-30s. So like very noticeable.
Rowan.
Nora's taking note.
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
Rowan will go for his pin, and I was trying to think of like a top hat.
His leaf?
Yeah. Well, I mean.
Oh yeah. It wouldn't be a leaf right now.
Leaf pin.
Yeah, it could just be like in a hat or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
For story's sake, I'm gonna say he's like tipping his hat, taking off his pin. Full Rowan form. It's nice to meet you, milady. Puts it back on.
Aww, how cute.
She laughs and she says, well, at least I'm not the only striking one here.
Nora's just
striking.
staring at her hair.
Mm-hmm. She has been very quiet and laid back kind of personality and very hard to fluster in general, but she is quite striking. You're like, oh, I would definitely notice this lady.
Lady Seamus doesn't have bronze skin, does she?
No, she has dark skin, like very much a darker complexion. It's not I would say in terms of like supernatural complexions, this lady has more of a supernatural complexion versus Lady Seamus just has purple hair, but she actually has
This lady probably has like that purpley undertone.
Of her hair or her skin?
Her skin, like that
No, her
bronzy.
For Lady Seamus, no. Lady Seamus actually just kind of has like Grace Jones's skin tone, but like purple hair.
No,
with,
I meant
like,
this lady.
Oh,
This
this
other
lady.
lady.
I don't know, Lauren. Does she actually have bronze skin, or is it like just bronze artistically? You're muted. You wrote the descriptions for this bitch. Like,
I was just going off of the D&D descriptions, like for the elves. So like it would be a sun elf, I think.
okay,
Because
she does more.
I did random rolling.
Okay, so she got a little bit of a supernatural glow. Well, she's a copper tone babe. So
That's awesome.
yeah, it seems like Lord Desternus is reluctantly accepting the fact that that this girl is deciding to be like, I don't care if you don't want me to go, I'm gonna fucking go.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. And
Okay,
yeah,
Sophia is gonna go as Rhiannon.
Yep.
Sophia and Desternus are gonna run distraction.
Yep.
So that the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us can go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word and inward.
Yeah. Evening falls. They make their way to the party. Rhiannon dresses in her, like, she actually seems to have some form of, like, studded leather armor.
Combat gear.
Lord Desternus has said that he did send word with sending to Evelyn and told him to tell the council members that they may be needed and to stand by, since he's the one in Feyan. And he's kind of trusting him with that. And he basically says, I will give you lead time to go explore the graveyard, but some of the guards are going to follow after you to make sure that something happens and Rhys sends troops there that can defend you. Septima volunteers to go.
Of course.
And then Morna also volunteers to go. And he's like, well, that was very quickly decided. And Morna says, we're not going to let something happen to Chirp's friend. And Septima's like, yep. And then he picks like 2 other guards to kind of go meet you guys by the graveyard. And says basically if you can get out to them, then one of them will be able to send word to him if something goes down. And yeah, it's basically getting tense. Felix, as you guys get kind of close to getting ready to leave, Rhiannon actually like stops you and she gives you her magical rapier, and she says you should take this tonight, just in case.
Yeah, sure. All right.
I don't think I'm going to be very useful with a blade up against anything like imps or hellhounds. I barely handled bats very well.
I do appreciate having a magical weapon. Thank you.
He like gives him a hug and then is kind of like, we're going to do this.
Yeah.
Feels like Ocean's 11, like the whole team just standing in the mansion, getting ready before the heist.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's exactly how it is right now.
The camera pans across the chest of everyone. Someone adjusts their straps. Someone holds their axe. Epic.
We're all gonna die.
No. No.
Not all of us.
You guys doing any final prep stuff?
Before we head on the walk, I'm gonna cast the Unseen Servant, so that way he's just with us, just to make it easier. And yeah.
Okay. So, you guys make your way to the graveyard again in the dark. Sans Brody this time.
Not like he was much help anyway.
And with Hans and Franz now.
Did that rumor spread pretty
Yeah, most-
far?
You just replaced your Chad. That's all.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, at a 77%, there's like about 77% of the guards who are kind of like mocking him about it. And he's definitely not admitting it was the graveyard. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. She's crazy. And they're like, did you really leave her behind? Like, she's like 2 feet tall. Like,
Good.
She's 2 feet tall.
I'm only 5 foot. Like I'm 5'3",
She's a baby.
and he's
She's
like
small.
a 6'8" giant.
Yeah.
Little dick. A defenseless girl. I'm sorry. Technically 5'3" is close to average for women. I just surround myself with giants.
I'm
Hey,
5'3".
I thought you were 5'6".
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, I'm 5. Rhiannon's 5'6".
Well, Nora's 5'6".
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh.
5'3".
Sam, I will say you're the shortest person I know.
Just a-
Yeah, I mean,
You like that award?
Lauren shorter than
He's
Lisa,
big.
or are you guys the same height?
Lauren's taller. I think like Lauren's like 5'5", aren't you?
No, I'm 5'2".
Oh, never mind. Lauren's the shortest person I know.
Aw. Well, that's okay. Lauren's the only person I'm comfortable giving my award to.
There you go.
Thank you.
She passes the check.
Awesome. I love this award. It's great.
The short
into
queen.
trees and stuff.
Thank you
Yep.
to all of my short friends. I appreciate this award.
All right. So, you guys get back to the crypts. There's not any bats this time because I don't
Good.
feel like running a swarm encounter again.
Killed those motherfuckers.
You make your way to the inside of the crypt,
Are we able to pick
or
them up?
the stone mausoleum. So there definitely is still a puzzle pattern to like unlocking this. Like you have to kind of try to turn it in the right ways, you would guess, to get it to unlock.
Would this
Well-
be like some sort of
Like an intelligence check or
yeah,
finesse or
intelligence, insight?
You could do some sort of check to see if there's like a pattern, which would probably be some sort of like intelligence check. You could do investigation to see if like there's ways that it seems like it turns more to, like there's a natural resting place.
anything
What
that
a
uses
nature check.
wisdom. How about wisdom? Just if
Probably
I've
not for a
seen
puzzle.
something like this before
No, I
in
think it'd be
history.
intelligence.
What about a nature check since it deals with wheat?
Oh, that's not bad. For investigation, that's a 14 to try to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
14 for passive. Yeah. And then I've got passive investigation of 20, but I don't know if that would work.
For a magical trap, we'll say that you kind. Oh, I'm getting that.
Because this isn't investigation so much as it is intuition or
Trying to get the
problem
pattern thing.
solving.
Yeah, it's more problem solving.
Because you can see it. That's like investigation helps you
14.
find secret doors, but not.
Yeah.
More
Yeah.
of an insight thing. 'Cause if
Figure
that's
out
the
the
case,
puzzle.
it seems like even when you have this key, the family is the one who knows the combination to unlock it. So you either have to try to.
You could even do like insight intelligence rather than wisdom.
Mhm.
You know, how insightful are you, but it's dependent on your intelligence.
And
I
would you get?
intimidate the puzzle into
You-
solving itself.
Yeah.
I would definitely like to take a stab at it.
If it's
considering
investigation,
do it.
Nora's looked at it a lot.
if it's investigation, then I got a 14 for that.
Okay. It
Should I do
doesn't seem-
insight?
Go for it. No, 2 people have, right?
What?
No, I don't think insight would work on this because insight is reading motives. It's on a people. It's not really, or your own intuition.
But
It's
you-
not like on like.
Well,
Could
that's
you
what I'm
do
saying. Like, but
intelligence,
if
though?
it's an insight intelligence check, it's using your smarts Because insight is about reading things.
Okay,
and
yeah, you
figuring
could do that.
out.
You'd have to use your intelligence instead of your wisdom.
Okay,
That's
so
what I
just
said. Yeah, insight,
So
intelligence.
basically, I'll roll, but just subtract 1 from whatever I roll.
Yeah. Okay.
So 14 doesn't. do
So
that.
that's
No.
an 18.
Okay. Nora's able to figure out a pattern in this where she thinks that this is where it should align, and eventually, like, it clicks.
Is it one of those like you have to get the lines to all match up properly and like twist things to go in certain directions so the pattern all connects together?
Yeah, basically, it is, but it's kind of
those
it's
puzzles.
still an abstract puzzle, so it wasn't like 100% on the nose, which is kind
Yeah,
of what was a little weird. So, all right, I'm gonna move y'all.
Still love
in
those puzzles.
Okay. Do. Okay.
Man,
So you guys can successfully open the door.
Woo!
And go on in.
We're gonna die.
Yep.
I'm terrified. Oh look, fire staircase. That's not
There's-
foreboding.
there's no light in here.
Is
No,
that going
there's-
up or down?
Oh, I got
Down.
you. I
What's
got
that?
the blind sense of darkness.
I'll cast light on my axe.
That works too.
As you illuminate the room and you go
Hans
into
has
it. Oh,
Light on his helmet.
Rhiannon should be in here. Hold on a minute. I'm not moving her.
The door is gonna close behind us.
Not
Can we
necessarily.
like block that? Can we like put like something so like do we see
And
how
you
the
could
door
close it.
works? So is there like a way like if we shut the door, can we easily open it again?
No, we don't
Or
want
do
to
we have
shut
to
it.
do like a puzzle
We don't
for,
wanna
like we
shut
did
it.
on the outside?
We do not want to shut that door.
Lawrence, like I have trauma from like those.
No. We don't want to shut that door because if we need backup, then they're going to have to get into the door and they do not have a key.
That is true. Unless there's another way in via down these staircases.
Yeah, but they won't know where that is.
And we won't know if there's another way in.
Yeah, so we have to leave it open.
Exactly.
So, Rowan illuminates the axe, and you can see in this room it is about continuation of the same size of the area, which is the inner portion of the mausoleum is about 85 feet by 25 feet, and the stairs go down, and it is still well dusted in this area. It seems to be like there is more of like a centralized crypt in here, like some sort of statue as well. And as you're kind of looking around and the light hits, the statue actually like turns and activates, and its eyes start glowing, and we're gonna roll initiative.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh snap! Oh snap!
I got 8. I got a 7 if you can update Rowan.
7,
Select
Nora,
my token.
16 for Nora, and Josh is yours.
165.
Josh, yours is correct. Okay.
Yep.
What's Felix's?
Felix got a 12.
Okay. So him and Rhiannon are sharing initiative. Cause they're best friends.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this giant statue eyes light up. It is a large creature. And its eyes are glowing, and it starts to like shift off of the podium and looks like it is coming to strike at you with its giant stone fists.
Joy.
So, the first up in initiative is Una.
Sure is. My bow's gonna do nothing. My daggers are probably gonna do nothing. Why do I only have piercing weapons? I am not gonna waste this opportunity for my extra movement. So I can move, since it's the first round, I can move an additional 10 feet. So I will move 40 feet if possible. I want to try to get up and behind it. And then I'm going to try to attack with my daggers, and I'll get 2 attacks.
Right. Roll me some attacks.
Okay, so the first attack is... Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's a 23.
All right. Let me make sure that hits. What's its
And the
AC?
second one is a 22.
I think they both hit. I'm just... Okay, yeah. They both hit. Go ahead
So-
and roll me.
You actually get another attack on the first round of combat, Megan.
But I moved.
That's fine. The Gloomstalker just in the first round gets
That's
the,
right. So third attack. Oh, that's gonna miss. That's gonna miss. Okay. So the first attack is a D4 and a D8. So that's 10 plus 2. And so 6 of it is piercing damage. And then another 6 is force. Let me verify that here.
You
Nope.
just give me
Extra pierce. So
what's the
it's 12 points of piercing for the first one. And an additional 3 piercing for the second. Well, the first one was sort of useful.
you launch into it with your bow,
Ching,
your
ching,
arrows.
ching.
Oh,
Ching,
it's
ching.
I'm
she
using
ran up to
daggers
it.
because
Yeah,
stuff.
oh, your daggers. Yeah, it seems like it did some damage.
God.
All right. Anything
Pretty
else,
much.
Una?
I moved. I stabbed.
Time to
I'm
cry.
not going to cast a spell right now because I'm pretty much useless. So I'm just gonna be done. That's what I got. Wait, can you split movement in 5th edition? You just provide
yeah.
attacks of opportunity, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So then I will. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'll step back 5 feet for 40.
All right. It will get an attack of opportunity on.
This is gonna hurt.
Oh wait, why am I rolling a D? I rolled a D6. What the fuck's wrong with me? Okay, 12, 19 to hit you.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna do 5 plus 15 points of bludgeoning damage on
Okay,
you.
we're fine. We're fine. Cough of blood.
She cries.
We're fine.
All right, that's it for Una. Wait, you want to move yourself where you're going? Because you're.
I did. That's where I had 40 feet of movement, so I did 35 to get up in there, and I stepped 5 foot back.
Oh, okay. All right. So the next up is Nora, 16. You just saw this thing beat Una.
Yeah, I'm reading. Hold on, just one
Big
sec.
old backhand.
Pretty much.
Boom!
She scratched the stone and then it just.
Pretty much.
You did
while
not
Sam's-
amuse me.
While Sam's thinking, I have a question about the spells that I can do with my axe.
Yes.
Are they actions? Are they bonus actions?
They are the
Shield of-
spells.
They
okay.
are the spells. So whatever the spell thing is for,
Okay.
like Shield of Faith is bonus. Sanctuary is a full action.
Both are bonus actions.
Yep. both are
Really?
bonus.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Lizzie, do you want to throw down a totem for me?
Sure thing. I'm gonna put up. What do I actually have I could use that's not terrifying?
I mean, you could also just draw a shape. As
Yeah,
well,
she wants to
Sam.
be able to move it. I'm gonna put Spreewell squid form on here,
That'll work.
and then I'm gonna put it.
I mean,
on
you can
your
move the
layer.
shapes that you draw.
But I can't have her move them, and I don't want to have to worry about moving them. So I'm just gonna give.
Yeah,
her
exactly.
control.
She can move the shapes that she draws.
Oh,
Well, I was gonna draw another shape too, and I don't want to have to.
yeah.
Swap
So
back and
just
forth
let
between
it,
them.
let it. Okay, I'm giving you control. Sam's got
Thank
control
you.
of octopus. This is your spirit totem. Okay.
What's our what?
Okay. We will put Spirity Totem right there. It is the bear, by the way.
Love that.
And each of you get
11 temporary hit points.
Nice.
And then, along with that, you all also get advantage on strength checks and saving throws. Just so you know.
Sorry, Sam, how many temporary hit points?
It will come in handy
11.
considering...
Nice.
11. It'll come in handy because... Oh, that's a little bit too big. 1 sec. I got to resize lightly. I want this right there. Okay. That is entangled. And so it is considered difficult terrain. And the statue will have to succeed a strength saving throw, or it has to be considered restrained until the spell ends and whatnot, and it can break free.
That's pretty strong.
So it's strong, but I also gave you guys strength advantage to saving throws and checks in case you need to enter that area.
No, I mean the spell is strong.
Oh, yes.
I would imagine that the statue will be also strong.
It will be strong, yes.
Okay. This thing rolled an 18 on the die, so it makes
Yeah. But it is still considered difficult terrain, so...
half movement.
Yep.
All right. So that's it for Nora. Felix, you can go first.
And Felix go second. What? It used its reaction already to hit
Yes.
Una, so it wouldn't be able to. So, okay, sure.
Yeah, it's used its attack of opportunity against me, which was planned.
This
And
thing
you're
has
also a
legend-
rogue, so you can disengage as a bonus action
Oh,
if
yeah.
you needed to, but
Well, the thing is, let's see, that's 10 feet. That's going to equal to 20 feet of movement to go there and back. No, wait, 20 feet to go there, and then, so I'd actually want to probably use the extra movement to get, okay. Yeah, so I'm just going to move in to attack it with the magical rapier. That's, let's see, 18 on the die. And then it looks like it's, plus 6 attack bonus.
Yep,
So
that totally hits.
24.
Okay.
And I'm so sad that you are not close to it, but I understand. Understand enough. And yep, so that's 10 points of damage.
Got it marked.
And then he's gonna back away.
All right.
And yeah, I kind of use the dash movement to go.
Get out of the difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna be 40, 50, 55, 60, and that's about there. Well, actually, if he can travel, then he go there. Okay, that's all.
Rhiannon is going to use her action to cast Bane on the creature. It's like, what fucking useful spells does she have?
Bane is very useful.
Bane is. All right.
I love Bane.
Okay, so it definitely failed. Because it's charisma shit. So it does have Bane on it, so I'm gonna put a marker on. He'd be baned. I was, with her, I was like, what can I give her that's kind of useful but not broken? So she doesn't steal. She don't steal the thunder. All right. Put a little X mark on him.
Yeah.
All right. He baned. All right. With her movement, she is going to kind of back away towards the door because she she'll be over here. She don't want to be in a corner. She'll be by the door.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Squishy. She's squishy. And with her bonus action, she's gonna save her inspires for now. So, all right, Hans and Franz, it is your turn.
And charging on in. One,
Okay.
two. Is that thing up on like a dais or whatever?
Yeah, you'd have to step up like probably 5. It would be like just walking up on it. There's like stairs,
Okay.
little platform.
So zip zap, tip tap, and we're gonna throw down a magical weapon. And I'm gonna drop my little bee. Hey there, buddy. And
I love how
mark
pudgy
off
he
the
is.
spell.
I know, he's
right?
so fucking cute.
And so we'll take a swing with the spiritual weapon. Huspa! 22 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
All right. Glorious 6 points of force damage.
Okay.
Spring! And then long sword attack. Ooh, 13 probably misses.
Yeah, that misses.
Okay. And then we are good to go. Why do
All
I
right.
have two?
Rowan.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a diagonal step forward and reach back and cast Sanctuary on Nora with my battle action, my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So
Perfect.
just wanted to give you a little.
All my stuff is passive right now.
Yeah. Want to give you a little.
Just
a little
no
protection
offensive spells.
there.
I've got them. I'm just not using them yet.
And then I will. Do I have to step up or something to get up onto the?
You can walk up the steps.
Boop. Hi, bud.
He's a
Wait.
large.
Yeah, you don't have to
He's
step
large.
that
You don't
far.
have to. He's
Okay.
You're
Okay.
good. Because he's large.
And I'll swing at his bitch twice. Whoop. 15?
That misses.
With Bane?
No, Bane is for him when he attacks.
That's
Yep.
right.
One more time. 17.
That hits.
Yes. 8 points of damage. I think Rowan will just stay there. Be a non-meaty meat shield.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's turn.
Okay. The Guardian is going to go for the first time. All right. Is that which one of you does it attack? Josh is low. Rowan is high. It goes for Rowan. Rowan is going to try to make 2 slam fist attacks on you. 17 on the die to hit plus I think it's plus 7 to hit. Let me check.
+7? Yeah, that'll hit.
Let me make sure. Yeah. Okay. So the first one hits. 3, 9 plus 4. So 13 points of damage on the first hit. It's bludgeoning. And then
That raging.
18. Yeah, 18 on the second hit.
That misses. I have a 19.
Okay. All right. Una, top of the initiative. It is your turn.
Woo. Were my daggers effective at all? Like,
Yeah, it did damage.
Maybe half.
yeah.
I can't really. It looked like it was fully effective.
Who knows?
Scratchy, scratchy.
Yeah. Screw it. Let's go again with the daggers. I'll step up and 2 hits for 8. These are gonna miss. a 12 and a 14.
Were you going to use
Neither
your
yet.
bonus action for a third?
I sure can. That one is a 17.
17 hits.
That one does it.
Boom.
This one, however, does not add your dex or
Yeah.
strength to the
So
damage.
that'll be 4 points of damage.
Fair nothing.
I'll remember 5th edition rules eventually. Combat's a thing.
It's fine.
You got
Well,
it.
I'm so used to Pathfinder. It's bad.
Okay. Next up, we have Nora.
Okay.
And you didn't move, Una?
I just
Oh, she
5-foot stepped
moved
up.
Okay, yeah, so you're still in its threat range.
Yeah, I'm definitely
I
now.
was like, you didn't get an attack of opportunity.
Let's go ahead. Actually, Nora's just gonna stay right where she's at. I think. Sorry, my entire setup was like totally getting screwed in that last couple rounds. Did anybody end up getting hit?
No,
I did.
Okay.
I did,
Oh,
and
right,
Rowan
yeah.
did.
Yeah, Rowan did.
it's fine.
Okay, were they like tough hits? Like, would Nora have been able to tell
No,
that like
I'm-
somebody was seriously hurt?
I'm only
No.
down 2 points from my max because of the
Okay.
temp.
Oh, I'm down more than that, but I still have temp. All of my temp. So I'm fine.
Okay, cool. Okay, so then I think Nora's just gonna maybe just do a. Don't know if it'll really do much, but we might as well try to do something. We'll move over here just a little bit to get in better line of sight and do a quick frostbite.
What is a con save, right?
Yep, 14.
Yeah.
Ooh! If! I mean, I don't think its con is this high. Hang on a minute. 14?
Yeah.
Okay, I got a 12. All right. I was like, hang on, I
All
can't
right.
math. All right, so...
So it took 11 points of frost damage.
All right.
You're also no longer
And Sanctuary is gone.
Yep.
That is a-okay. Oh, I should mark off a use, though.
Okay. Hang on a minute. How much damage was it?
11.
11 cold magical damage.
All right. Sorry, it took a minute to do math for that. All right.
It's okay. And
Anything
then
else?
For her bonus action, she's going to go ahead and take out her quarterstaff and just cast Shillelagh on it so that it's ready in case she needs it.
Shillelagh!
Shillelagh.
Fun, because I finally get to shout that again. That is my turn.
All right. Felix, it is your turn.
All right. Back into the fray. I assume I can hit it from here. And I will see if. Let's see, I think I can do a sneak attack.
Yeah, because you got allied next to it, so.
That did not roll fully. Oh, okay. That's 19 on the die to hit, so that's like 25. So yeah. And then that's a DH and
3 dice 6.
yeah. So that's 3, 4, 3. That's
Okay.
going to be 10 points of the extra, 8 points from the rapier, and then extra 1 point. So that's 19 points of damage.
Yep.
Very, very nice.
And then I'm going to disengage and back up.
Okay. Smart. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, Rhiannon is going to. She's going to inspire Josh's Hans and Franz with her bonus action.
He looks kind of like his brother, so yeah.
I was like, Rowan's been hitting okay. Like, Una doesn't seem like she has as much damage output, so yeah. She's like, yeah. Alright, so you get a D8. And then
Cool.
for her action, she's not gonna do anything, because I don't know if she doesn't know how to pace her spells, so I'm just like, she'll maintain
A
concentration.
little apprehensive.
Yeah, she will take the dodge action.
There you go.
All right, and then Hans and Franz, it is your turn. You feel inspired. She's called out words of inspiration to you that touched your soul.
Oh boy.
She gonna see what
All
those words are, Lizzie?
The spiritual weapon's gonna buzz. Come on. Oh, let's see here. And it's a D8 for her inspiration.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that D8.
Okay.
And we get so that doesn't work. Glorious 12. Okay. Then we'll take
Sort of inspired the other twin that's not here.
Yep. Your inspirations were worthless. Then we'll go with 26 to hit on the longsword.
Nice.
Ooh, max damage roll for 14.
Okay.
And then let's go ahead and action surge and I'll do another longsword swing. Why not? 23 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
8 more points of damage.
Oh, boy, you cut into this thing.
Wow.
That was a beating.
Yep,
Anything
that's how
else?
we do. Nope, that's it. Pass the turn.
Rowan, it's your turn.
I will rage.
Okay.
So, a bunch of light blue, ancestral guardian spirits start floating around me, and my runes start to glow ever so slightly. And I will just lay into this mofo.
Hey.
21.
Oh, that definitely hits.
For 7, it's actually 9 points of damage plus 2 for my rage.
Okay.
And I'll do the same thing again. Did that actually roll? It did actually roll. 14.
No, that does not
That
hit.
one doesn't hit. Okay. And that's my turn. I'll stay there.
Up next we have the Guardian. It actually is going to do its once per encounter thing, and you can see its eyes light up and they flick very annoyed. It doesn't like this spell that has been cast on it, so it specifically targets Rhiannon in the back, and it releases a firebolt out at her.
He was going to dodge.
Oh, so it'd be with disadvantage. That's correct. Thank you for reminding me. Ooh, okay. 7 plus 7 plus. Yeah. Okay, it just misses. She dodges out of the way of this firebolt. And then it's going. That was like a once per encounter thing it got to do, and now it's going to try to make 2 slams attacks against now Josh's Hans and Franz because he damaged it more. So the first one is a 14 minus 3, so I'm assuming that doesn't hit Josh. And then he rolled a natural 1, so both of those were misses. This thing had a useless turn.
Good.
Okay. All right. Next up is Una.
We're gonna go dagger. For 3 natural 1s. I'm sure that's almost impossible for anyone to ever beat. If you do, let me know. I'm assuming I lose my daggers. I mean, at this point, like something has to happen.
I think Una will lose one of her daggers. Like she tries to chip into it, and it like it just like gets stuck up in its shoulder piercing, and it's gone right now. It's stuck in this thing.
Are you kidding me? How does that even happen? That's my turn. How are you guys?
Nora.
Oh, let's see.
I hope Josh had his headphones on for that, because that was fucking great.
That's ridiculous.
Oh my god, I can't believe you got 3 natural ones.
3 natural ones!
How tall is this building?
It's probably about
3 natural ones?
Let me see if I wrote it. Let me see if I wrote it down in my notes. Hold on a second.
We're not going to talk about it, Josh.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about it, Megan, but I'm just so sorry.
How is that even possible?
Okay.
I don't think this ever
about
happened.
15 feet tall.
How tall?
Actually, how tall is a large construct, Josh? Do you know how tall in height?
20.
Well, large will top out around 10 feet.
Okay, so it's 20 feet tall because it's standing up about like 5 feet on like these steps. So,
alrighty. Well then, on to Plan B.
always count on Plan B.
Plan B won't work either, so we're gonna go over here and do the same thing all over again. All right, can you give me another
Strength or con? save?
Con save, please.
Okay, so let me do math with Bane. So 21. All right, 17.
Yeah,
Did
it
it fail?
beats it.
Okay, so no damage from frostbite.
No.
Okay. Sorry.
Move back, we're done. I can only use any of my spells when we go to the lower floors.
The lower
room-
floors? Why is
this
that?
room-
Because Moonbeam is 40 feet tall. I don't want to give us away.
Yeah, like Rhiannon's thing, shatter. Everybody's fucking close to this thing.
Yeah.
Thunderwave, 300 feet of thunder, a distance.
Flame
Like,
Fear, I would hurt all of you.
Can't
Yeah.
So,
All
yeah. We're done.
do it. All right. Felix, it is your turn.
Well, that's not gonna work. That's like 8. Totally misses.
Okay.
So, just disengage. And contemplate how useless I am. No.
I don't want to hear it.
You guys had your moment earlier with stealthing. It's fine. Right.
I do feel that.
Rhiannon still has Bane up. She been doing good. She doesn't know.
We can just say he tripped on a root or something.
Trying to think what she would do. This is really hard. I think she knows that this thing still looks pretty tough. She can't use that. Oh no, wait, she can't really do anything.
No, wait. How big is Shatter? Remind me.
It's like a 20-foot radius. I think, hang on. Oh, it's a 10-foot radius.
So could she target it and kind of the wall up around here?
Wouldn't it still hit Hans and Franz?
Oh yeah, you're right. It would.
It would
This
hit
is just
Hans
a
and
bit too
Franz.
close. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't. I think it has to be on a point. She feels it's too crowded, so she's just going to take the dodge action again, and be super useful. Silvers. Oh yeah, it's a point. So yeah, okay. All right. So. Yasin. The turn to Hans and Franz, Josh.
All right. Yeah, it's just third verse, same as the first. Spiritual weapon. Hooah! 14.
Nope.
Longsword. 24.
That hits.
Twang. Well, 7 points of damage.
All right.
Minimum roll. Pass.
All right. Rowan, it is your turn.
Okay. Bing, boom, bow. 17. That hits.
That hits.
Hey, max damage.
Oh,
12
shit.
points. 14 points.
What is it?
It's 14. 'cause
Raging?
Extra 2
Okay.
for raging. Yep.
Okay. Noted. All right.
Uno más. Hey, 20.
Hits.
And 14 again. Hell yeah.
Oh my god, Rowan's on fire.
No, I'm glowing.
Glowing.
It's not fire. It's just like ancestral energy.
Little rustling.
It's my
Yeah.
essential oils.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll stay there. So that's. Do I have any bonus actions? No. Hold on. No. Nothing. Okay. That's my turn.
All right. The Guardian goes, and on its turn, I've been forgetting to narrate this. It glows slightly and looks a little bit less damaged as it does so. But not entirely to undo everything. Just a bit. It's still getting much weaker. It's gonna try to make 2 slam attacks against Rowan, since you were the one that fucking hit it really hard this last time.
24 points of damage.
Oh god, okay. I rolled a 5. And then it was Bane. Okay. Alright, 20 minus 1. Your AC is 19, isn't it?
Yeah, made her beat though.
Okay. Yeah, so 1 hit. 2, 7 plus 4. So 11 points of bludgeoning damage to you. But you're
And
raging.
So it's half.
Mm-hmm.
Is that 5 or 6? 5?
Yeah, rounded
You
down
round
to
down.
5.
Okay.
And it's not gonna move. It didn't even get to get off this podium. Why did it even bother? Okay, Una, redeem yourself.
Let's try again.
Roll them separately.
Okay, we have 18 plus 5, so that'll hit. And then we have a 13, and the other one won't. So it'll be, oh, well, I at least rolled max damage, so 6 points.
Okay.
Is that it
Okay.
for that first attack? Just
That's
all
of my
3.
attacks, all 3
no,
of them.
I know, but like for like
Yeah.
the first attack, it's just that.
It's just
Yeah.
1 hit.
Yeah.
plus 2.
Because
Yep.
the only thing that the Gloomstalker gets is the first attack in combat
Yeah, it
Right,
gets
for
an
the extra
D8.
D8.
Yep. And also, she's not using a bow, so like she doesn't get her
Yeah.
archery bonus,
Yep.
which is
So-
redonkulous.
Or
Una
she
might
doesn't cast
redeem-
Hunter's Mark,
Before
which
the
would
night
be
is
adding a D6.
Before the night is over, Una might redeem herself.
Maybe. I was
I'm
debating
glad-
on going back to my bow, but I was like, with all those cluster I don't want to deal with it.
Nora.
Let's try again. Let's do this thing.
Hey, con save.
Please.
That's fucking cocked. Well, it rolled a 4, so yes, it'll take damage.
Hey. Do the thing. 9.
Anything else?
Think so, because everybody's still overall pretty good.
Yeah.
Hold on, just 1 second. Nope, I think we're good.
All right.
Nobody's dying, so we're fine.
Felix.
Take attack again. That is 18 to hit.
Hits.
Finally. All right, so that is 2, 4, 6 plus 7, 13, 14 points of damage. Piercing.
All right.
And then disengage. I'm not getting hit by that thing if I can help it.
No, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'm going to be doing 4 points of damage tops. Okay. That's it.
Rhiannon takes the dodge action because she's super fucking useful. Hans and Franz.
Doesn't have anything else that she can do?
She doesn't want to get up and do Thunder Wave on it because
Yeah.
everyone's in a bad position. She can't shatter it.
Yep.
She's not going to cast Haste right now because, like...
Apparently she's not an archer.
Yeah. Well, she could. I don't think she has a bone. I didn't write that she had a bone arrow. I think she has a dagger right now. That's about it. Okay, Hans and Franz.
Here we go.
She could inspire somebody, but also I'm like, she
Like
doesn't
a
know what she
broken
needs.
record.
This is like that doorway. Like,
No. Spiritual weapon will miss. Long sword. Yeah, 26.
Nice.
10 points of slashing damage.
all right. Anything else, babe?
Nope.
Okay. Rowan,
I'ma smash him.
smash.
Damn it. 15 does not hit.
Okay.
And natural 20.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay, so 5 for the normal roll.
And that should be maximized, according to Lizzie. It should be full on the first die, right?
Yes. Yep. Full on the first
So
die.
the
That's how I do
8
crits.
and 4 is 12.
Okay.
Plus rage.
Plus 5. So 12 plus 5 is 17. Math.
Yeah. Yep. 17 total.
17 total.
All right. Rowan, how do you want to do this?
Yeah.
So with the first one that misses, I think I'll take my axe and try and do like an uppercut. And he just whatever, dodges out of the way. But I think at that point, I know this is completely out of character, but he'll just drop his shield, grab his axe, and just completely just swing down and demolish him.
Fuck yes, he does. This thing cleaves in twain from your swing as your little spirit guardians of your ancestors flit around you. Their blue color, your ruins still glowing with rage as this thing's own eyes that were lit up with a burgundy colored light now slowly begin to fade, and it falls, destroyed. One obstacle down. Who knows how many more to come? Find out next time on the Guardians of Fehal.